This gets to the question of how much true information is getting up to Xi Jinping. In authoritarian systems, obviously, there's a danger that the leader is not getting told what they don't want to know.
Yes, it goes to the question of the role of expertise in the Chinese government. I think that's a very interesting question. I mean, frankly, I'm trying to use some kind of data to try to assess that. But my intuition is this. The top leadership always listens to experts. So unlike, some cases in the U.S., the experts are respected, they're listened to. But there are sort of interest groups that are close to leadership. They also know that. So they will present different kinds of experts to tell him different sorts of expert opinions. So sometimes, you would get these conflicting advice from different experts, and he will have to make some kind of gut call. Other times, for political reasons, they will just ignore the experts. So they will never say, fake news, we don't believe in science, and so on and so forth. Sometimes, even though they know for sure the experts are right, because of other political reasons, they'll say, okay, you're right, but we're not going to do what you want us to do for now for a bunch of political reasons.
And how did that manifest in zero COVID?
Yeah, so I think the timing of it, also the decision not to buy Paxlovid on a very large scale, that might have been some kind of political decision. We have a paper, actually, I should send it to you, showing that basically they kind of knew, the experts told them the U.S. vaccines were better, mRNA vaccines were better, but the Chinese government said, okay, we believe you, but still we want to help our domestic pharmaceutical industry, so we're going to only sell the domestic stuff in China. So that's very clear. If you look at the propaganda, they began to denigrate the Western vaccines and highlight the Chinese vaccines and so on and so forth. But I think they do meet with experts a lot. Sometimes the experts are manipulated, into saying certain things. Other times the experts are sincere. They listen to them, but they still choose to not, implement what the experts recommend.
Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to get a sense of where does this net out in the competence of the political system? It seems like they have a track record of making some smart calls, but then occasionally making a call that is so bad that it wipes out all the smart calls, and zero COVID being an example of that, or obviously one-child policy before that, not to mention all the things that Mao did. And so I'm getting the sense that they will consult with economists or scientists or whatever on some things, but then I guess I still don't understand, well then, why did they, we're not going to buy the American vaccine because of this. This is the time of all times to be from making sure the pharmaceutical industry in China is in a good position. Sure, but then did they not know that people were locked in their apartments starving and that this was not a long-term viable strategy and so forth? Like, how is this compatible with this very technocratic picture we have of the party?
So they're technocrats or people who know a lot. But I guess, generally speaking, protecting the party, protecting the state apparatus, and all the important tools of the Chinese government will almost always be a higher priority to any kind of technical considerations in a given decision-making. So it's like, well, why protect all these pharmaceutical companies? Because they're state-owned enterprises. They need to survive the ordeal. They need to have a national brand name. And also, of course, pharmaceutical and what they call new biology is in one of these industrial plans in order to finance some of these future research in advanced biology. These companies need cash flows.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can watch the full episode here and subscribe for more clips. Thanks.